Well, the Seagulls found our chips. The Origin squads have been named, and we're going into a bye. It's episode 199. Welcome to On the Ranch. Brought to you by the lovely Malones Irish Pub. You can pick up a $15 cub loaf on a Saturday. Did you do that on the Saturday?
We were going to, but we left.
Yeah. So no is the answer.
So
there.
no is the answer.
thanks
But
for
we
that.
were going to.
Oh, okay. You had the intent.
Yeah.
Right. I'm XRBob on all the socials. The voice you just heard and the face you can see. Pistol blazing 2 guns.
Good evening, and I've also just had a Snapchat come across me desk from the one Trent Jesberg, who's down Sydney Way promoting his business.
Yeah.
4 scallops on a bed of salad and a pan-fried barramundi.
Oh, bloody freaking dark. Can we
Yeah.
stop
Pretty
talking about
nice.
food on a Monday
Yeah.
night before we've had dinner?
And you know it's a work trip, so that wasn't out of his own pocket.
No.
Put the receipt in on that one.
Never does. Morgan Holmes-Evans joins us.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Outstanding.
That's my radio voice.
There it is. You meant to point at the camera when you say that.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
And speaking of cameras, Billy
Thanks,
Make-
Peter.
makes us look good. Look at this. Makes this look good and that. I don't know how he does that.
I don't need a filter.
I don't need a filter.
Let's
That is,
face
that is
it.
all filter.
I'm just naturally gifted.
This is naturally
Awesome.
from my mother's homeland of England.
I like how you've all shaved
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah,
Always
clean
shave.
shaven this morning.
Not me.
Then we can tell.
Yeah. How do you do it?
Well, I just don't shave.
No, but I mean,
Pretty easily.
Don't you get shitted off after like 4 days of growth on your neck? And
No, because adults just deal with it.
it's annoying.
Men
I
deal
shave
with it.
Sunday to Sunday,
I'm aware.
and it's good, except this was a Saturday shave.
Yeah,
Why is it so
right.
patchy over here? There's like a big gap. There's nothing there.
There's 3 Guinnesses before you
Yeah,
shave that
because-
side.
Yeah.
Because I shaved. Sorry, no, it was a Friday shave. I got a haircut done Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The back left.
Where do you guys go for haircuts? Are you going to like a barber or are you
No.
doing the whole fancy thing where they massage you and you get a drink and a beer and like all that?
I'm
$80
tired.
thing.
I'm tired ass. I do it myself at home.
There's a barber around the corner.
What you do?
Rossiter.
Rossiter.
It
Rossiter
used to be-
Park?
No, it used to be a fish shop over in Mount Louise. It's next to the IGA.
In the shops there, the fish shop's gone.
Yeah.
I didn't know the fish shop went.
Rosita's.
Rosita, yeah, or Rossiter, whatever you want to call
pissed.
it.
Her name's Rosita.
Rosita. Oh, hey, Rossiter.
Rosita. Pronounce
Rosita.
it how you want. Yeah, well, I call it Rossiter.
Well, you'd be wrong.
Yeah,
That's not a
Rossiter would be
name.
Double S.
She's Spanish.
It's
The
Rosita.
I,
And you got to roll the
the
R.
I
and
is
roll
not
the
an
R.
E,
He
and
goes-
the S is not a Z.
He goes to Rosita's.
Yeah,
I
it goes
just
to
go,
Rosita's,
g'day.
Yeah, right.
And she gives me a haircut.
I'm sure she does.
So
Yeah.
too bad if you're getting your hair cut at Gentleman Jones this afternoon.
Oh, yes.
Did you see that?
Very
No.
true.
What happened there?
This Sunday restaurant caught on fire.
Oh.
Burnt down.
Well, not burnt to the
completely.
ground. I drove past it on the way here today and yeah, I noticed Gentleman Jones next to it. I think, geez, that'd be
Yeah.
it's one way to get your hair off.
Jeez.
Apparently the inside went fairly in, though.
They
Like,
have.
if you drive past, it looks okay, but this is from Everything Townsville. Apparently the inside is pretty bad.
Right.
They have no luck at all. That Gentleman Jones.
No.
They
No.
had, you know, when they were doing the water pipes in that area. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was around then. One of them burst and went through their shop,
Oh.
and then I think it rained or something not long after that, and
Yep.
it went through their shop.
Yep.
Oh.
Now the Chinese restaurant burns
Excellent.
down and it goes through their fucking
And
shop.
it's the Sundu too. They've been in business forever. Like the Sundu is good Chinese.
Oh yeah, now I know which one the Sunday is.
Yeah, you know one. It's just around the corner.
Yeah,
It's
on
a
the,
local
on,
here.
on, the, on the same block as Hermit Park Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been a satay mask guy.
Yeah, we went to
So-
Sunday Mass last night.
Oh, did you?
Really?
Yeah. I've
One
always
at
been
Willows.
on.
And again, we're
Back-
talking
back-
about food.
Yeah.
I've not had dinner.
That's not Chinese, I don't think.
No, On's Chinese Takeaway
Is that Chinese?
over at Cranbrook
I thought
next
that
to
was
that
Thai.
United. No, that's Chinese. On's Chinese
Are
Takeaway.
you sure?
100%.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
So good.
Billy, bring it up.
On
You'd
the
be
ranch,
Mr. Wong's boy.
on the ranchnq.myshopify.com. Get yourself one of these bad boys. There's not many left. We have had a stock take. There's, I think we're into the single figures
Oof.
of these bad boys. Same with the Panikins. Not many left of those. So get on board quickly. Episode 199. As I mentioned, patreon.com. We've got 45 minutes of extra chatter tonight. We talked about mostly Morgan's golfing.
He's terrible at golf.
No, I'm in play, baby. I should have been at the PGA today. Shout out to Scotty Shuffler who won today.
There's a pulled pork recipe in there.
Yep,
There
a bit
is.
of egg chat,
Bit of egg chat.
sunny side up.
How to
On's Kitchen,
Do good
Chinese
eggs.
and Malaysian.
there you go. Ons
Well,
with
I'll
two
say
ends.
we were both wrong.
Well, Chinese comes first, so it's always been a Chinese, and then he's adopted the Malaysian.
Without
Okay.
sounding racist, what's the difference between Chinese and Malaysian?
Oh, Rob, that is a
Rob,
disgusting
that is
question.
disgusting.
No,
That
you
is
animal.
terrible.
This is for
Have you
education.
ever been to the Orient?
Just tell me the difference.
Different culinary spices and
Yeah.
ingredients and cultural
Okay, so
cooking.
what is a
you
Malay-
uncultured swine.
What is a Malaysian dish?
Geographic position.
Clearly, what is a Malaysian dish that you just definitely? I'm definitely
Well,
eating Malaysian.
It's all very curry based,
Okay.
whereas you don't see a Chinese curry, do you?
Yeah.
all right.
Like
Ever had Chinese
is
curry?
like-
So
You
that's
racist bigot.
all you had to do was say, right, Malaysian is more curry.
yeah. So
Thank you. Done. Answered
Chinese
the
is
question.
like a chicken Szechuan
Right.
and a Mongolian beef
Okay.
compared to a Malaysian dry curry.
Yeah, you're not
See,
getting a
there's
sweet
the
and
answer
sour
instead of
pork.
jumping down my throat. Oh, fucking racist. God. You wanted to think you
Good
guys
old
were
Mongolian
bloody
beef.
lefties. You can't ask us any
You're
questions.
cancelled. You are cancelled.
Yeah,
Get
good.
out.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure satay mas is Malaysian cuisine too.
Is it? I thought it was Chinese.
No, it's just Malaysian.
Oh, crap.
So how the turns tables.
How the turntables.
There we go. There we go.
Well, Patreon, as I said, a lot of minutes there. Get on over there, patreon.com. It's brought to you by SPF. But if you sign up there, it's about $10. You get all that extra chatter
For the month.
for a month.
It's like $2.50 a week.
Which is
Sometimes
four-
only $2 a week if there's
four-
5 weeks in a month.
4 extra episodes, or 5 if there's 5 weeks to that
Yeah.
particular month. It should be 13 months in a year, just quietly.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
That's a totally different argument.
Yeah,
all over
100%.
again. Like there's 13 moon rotations.
Yep. Every if it was, each month would only have 28 days.
What would you
It
name
would
that?
always start on a Monday. It would always end on a Sunday.
It's like when
Every
February.
moon cycle would line up properly.
It's like when February outside of a leap year, you have your February, March, and the days line up,
Yeah.
and that's mint.
It's good.
It is good.
Yeah. If we bought a 13th month in
Mm.
and just cut every month back to 28 days, like if you're born on like the 30th of May,
Too bad.
then what yeah, like the 2nd of
Yeah.
June now?
Yeah.
That's your birthday.
Yep.
I have to
Yeah.
go and hide in every February 29th, the leap year.
Yep.
Every 4 years I have to disappear for a day.
Do you?
Yep.
Why?
Oh, in case you get proposed.
Yeah, all the girls come after me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure that happens.
Just
All
gotta-
from
gotta
the
run.
I
woodwork.
thought you were already
Yeah.
taken.
They all
The
come
old-
out of woodwork.
The old grammar flames are just lining up.
Did you know Mother's Day is my busiest day of the year?
Is it?
Yeah, a lot of driving to visit. A lot
Yeah.
of all across town.
Is that because you like to leave it in?
Yeah, exactly right.
The tea bags, I mean, when you're
Exactly.
making your tea, your Dilmar.
That's very out of context unless you are a Patreon subscriber.
That is exactly right.
to understand
There's
that. Quality repartee.
knowing how to steep your tea
Yes.
is also in there.
Champagne comedy.
Shout out to the great Jay Wilder. He pledged after being on the Patreon last week.
Yep, no worries. That's further down the.
No, I have
thank-
not
thanks,
checked.
Pete.
Run
I have
sheet.
not checked the
Jesus.
sheet.
Well
Can
done.
you check someone hasn't read the run sheet?
Yeah,
Thanks for
that's me.
Pete's about to launch into his multi.
I've been busy today.
Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, pick a side, Billy. I'm going to do that. Anyway, he'll figure it out. And share us around to people. Go over to speakpipe.com / on the ranch. You can leave a thought, a message, a prediction, a feedback. And we've got one this week
Oh, you'll be able
from a good friend of the pod, one Mr. Ian Cumming.
Hey, giddy up.
Ian,
I've got this right.
hope you're well, son.
The big eye.
Hey boys, Camo here. Thanks for the shout out the other day. Got to Adelaide nice and safe. It's a lovely chilly 9 degrees here at the moment. The great thing about driving with your wife for 3 days, I get her to introduce her to On the Ranch. She loved the podcast. So thanks for the shout out while she was listening, guys. I'm holding you boys to keep me up to date with what's happening in the Cowboys in Townsville. Love your work, and we'll keep listening to you from the Adelaide Hills. Thanks, boys. See ya.
What
There
a
you go.
what a champion bloke.
The Adelaide Hills.
Caught up.
Ian, send me your address. I'm on my way.
You're just going for the wine.
Yeah.
Straight to Tanunda.
Yeah, wine and some German pretzels.
Caught up with Como at Magic Round briefly on the last day there and said g'day. And he's been a long time fan, long time subscriber. So thanks for that, Como. He actually sent me a message after sending us that speak pipe, which said his app said it felt like 6 degrees rather than
Oh, that's
it
cold.
wasn't just 9 degrees, it was 6
chilly.
degrees. And
That's
those
chilly.
Adelaide Hills, I'd love that.
Can you imagine a beautiful fireplace,
Yeah.
a nice little chateau, Vermont in your hand?
A what now?
I had no idea. It just sounded good.
Bit
I
of
was going to say
Stone's
a
ginger
Chianti.
wine.
A little, oh, I love a Chianti. Now we're talking.
Or a Stone's ginger wine.
Stone's ginger, yep.
But
Little
that's,
Tuscan Chianti.
that's what it's all about. We started off doing this many moons ago, and you think that most of our listeners are Townsville based, which probably they are. But then Como's obviously now in a state. You've got Carsten overseas, just to name two out of no doubt plenty.
Felty in England.
Felty's over in England. He tunes in religiously.
And there's Scotty Groves down in Melbourne.
Scotty Groves in Melbourne.
Yep.
He's keen for everyone to head down for the Melbourne game.
Oh,
Or
is
just,
he?
there's a package, so I think the Cowboys did or something, where
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it was a members thing,
Oh,
and I
look.
think it was like $950.
was it that much? I thought
I think
was
it was,
that much.
and then that gave you a charter flight ticket down and back,
That's not bad.
and a ticket to the game.
And the ticket coming back is with the boys
Yeah, right.
yeah, right.
on the same flight, I believe,
Oh.
as the boys coming back.
Pete's not allowed to get that.
No, I'm banned
Pete
on
the
that
best.
one. But, when you've got people that love the club and they, you don't really get any Cowboys news outside of probably Rockhampton.
Yeah.
Maybe Mackay even. So,
Emerald maybe.
when we're 199 episodes spreading the good gospel of the great club for not just our local folk, but the guys interstate that want to just stay up to date. And if you can handle tuning in for an hour or so a week hearing our voices, then credit to you.
And we try with the news. Sometimes it's impossible. More often than not, the news comes out the day after we freaking publish it,
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
or the day after we record. But it is what it is.
So we're doing it for the baker in Barcode Iron and the cobbler in Charleville and the
The
windmill
cabinet maker in Cairns,
and the windmill maker in Winton,
Yeah,
the butcher in Barcaldon.
that's right.
the
Baker in
aviation
Bowen.
pilot in Adelaide.
Shout out, as I said, or as someone said before without reading the run sheet, Jimmy Wilder has signed up. He is a $10 member of our Patreon after his email address. Well, he's actually signed up as JWild9. So
Yeah.
JW9. So
Oh.
he solved the mystery
Yeah,
after we
right.
solved the mystery last week of who JW9 was.
We've only waited a week.
Yeah, we'd have figured it out.
Oh,
That's,
well.
That's all good. But anyway, welcome aboard.
Welcome
Jimmy,
to the pod.
and
Can we
welcome
do a
to
new
the pod.
segment, Tales of High School Past,
Oh, God.
where we get people from our past lives to come on and tell us tales of high school days?
No.
No,
No.
good?
No.
Yeah, okay.
They wrote a song about that. Do you remember the days of the
Old school, yeah. Dang, 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 dang.
Oh, God.
We used to flog the dog a bit too hard.
I'm pretty sure that's not the actual lyric. A few comments on our posts this week. Sammy Davis, especially.
The
I
big
bet.
SD.
Hmm?
The big SD.
Oh, yeah, Sammy Davis. I bet nobody predicted Labour in and Cliffo out recording on a Monday. Up the butt.
I'm surprised that Cliffo got dropped. I'll
Yeah.
say it now. I think he should be back in.
Yeah.
I can see where they're going future-wise.
I have my tinfoil hat conspiracy theory
Cliffo's still
about
got
that.
used to us, I reckon.
Bring it out. Come on.
Yeah, let us have it.
Let's have it.
I think Billy called Peyton, since it was against Manly, saying, I have not decided on a number 7 yet. It's
Oh.
between Dearden and Cherry. Can you play Dearden at 7 for me this week?
Put him in, coach.
You reckon?
That's what I reckon has happened.
Do you really reckon that Peyton takes tags from Billy Slater though?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Considering-
there was when Hammer was still here, Billy did contact Toddy about, hey, I'm still deciding on a winger, and it's between Muzz and Hammer. So he played both of them on wing instead of the normal game plan to give them both the opportunity of
Yeah,
playing
right.
Origin.
Okay.
That's just my
Look, it's possible.
tinfoil hat take.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I don't know. Because there's been other talk of why Cliffo was dropped.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of that.
Mild disunity amongst team members.
right.
More so amongst team members than with the coach. But
Right.
so the idea was throw Purdue in there.
And I suppose it gets you laboured in, but Purdue's been killing it. And Purdue plays centre on the weekend. They picked Robert Toyer in the Origin team. Like, Purdue name was getting thrown around as a bolter.
Yeah, but like I think we said last week, it's probably a bit early for him.
Yeah.
But Robert Toyer's only played 10 games as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
so
good point. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say I've seen.
He's been killing it for the Chooks.
Has he?
He's
Yeah.
been, but he's still only 10 games in. But
I suppose it's hard to shine in the Chooks when you got Noah Ticker
No.
Alphabet
Yeah.
Mark Nwanga
Doing-
Tikawase.
doing friggin' freaky things
Yeah,
on the edge.
Hop, chip and chase.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
That was something.
It's a bit hard to, stand out amongst that. But
I've been listening back to the Stories of Origin podcast.
Mhm.
Did you ever get into that?
there's some new ones
Yeah,
out too.
there is. Yeah, I'm up to date on all the new ones, and so I went back to some old ones. And Cam Smith debuted for Queensland after only playing like 20 games.
Yeah, right.
Like, he was young, and there's been a lot of young Queensland debutants as well, as far as age and also games go. So
They seem to go all right,
yeah,
Queensland young fellas. I mean, not always, but,
Mm.
probably for the most part, the majority.
yeah. So when we think about, we did discuss Purdue probably too young, but then they've picked Toyer, and I don't know, maybe if Purdy stayed in centre, he might have got a bolting gig. Could have brought Duffy in to play 7, left Dearden at 6. That's what I reckon's happened. I think that it was a toss-up for 7 for Queensland, and that's why Dearden had the 7 on his back. That's
Yeah.
just my hot take.
Possibly. I see Dearden's ended up at 14th anyway, with number 14 anyway. So, that was probably the plan all along. But, I mean, it's a long way off yet, so who knows? I think there's a long-term plan. There's a lot of stuff that happens in training that we don't see too.
100%.
So, we can speculate and go, oh, Cliffo should be in because he plays well during a game. I mean, he seems to have lifted compared to how Duffy went.
Yeah.
Nothing against Duffy, but he was only a 3-game player.
2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now, Purdue's really only I know he's got a few games under his belt, but as centre,
Yeah.
so shifting.
Well,
But he would have done a lot of training in the half.
Well, he is a half.
And
But, yeah.
that's what I mean. But he would have trained with.
But that's his first NRL game in a half.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Speaking of versus Manly, I don't know. You're right. Your thoughts on that game?
That's just my take. That's what I reckon came down to, because it would have just made sense to leave everyone as is. I suppose it does get your labour in, but bring Duffy back if you're going to drop Cliff.
Well, I think a lot of people, again, we don't see what happens, but a lot of people were surprised that with that move, but that you're moving Purdue and not, say, Vilea,
Yeah.
who arguably has not had as good a.
But he's not really done anything wrong either.
I don't think
I mean, that's
Vale's
right.
been that bad.
Yeah, I think Vale has actually been
He's
a
really stepped up this year.
bit of an unsung hero for us.
Yeah, he's been good.
He does some good back end yardage carries.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not saying otherwise. Defensively, though, I think he makes a few errors.
Tell you what, though, that Labour, geez, he's got a vertical leap. He's a tall timber.
Yeah, he's big.
Like, there were some of those short 10 dropouts that they were doing
Mm.
down at the end I was standing at. And whoever was doing them, Turbo or Cherry, wasn't nailing it properly, but Labour was just, he was out jumping Saab.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well,
And
That's-
Saab's not exactly 5'2" either. He's a 6'6" giant.
yeah, but it doesn't matter. See, he doesn't have the vertical leap.
No. Well, he does. He actually does.
2 tries to Jason Saab, coincidentally. Well, not coincidentally. I thought we were still in it probably up until just after half time. I mean, we were still in it because
Yeah.
half time it was 6-all. But
6-all.
for them to run away,
Even when it was 12-6 and then 14-6, I thought, yeah, we're in this. And then I thought it was still 14-6. And then the Savvy Bees kicked in and said, right, we've got 7 to go. We can still score 2. We're in. And I looked around at the scoreboard and went, oh, fuck, we need to score 3.
Yeah.
No, we're out of it.
Yeah. No, I thought until they scored those last 2 tries, obviously, I thought we were still good. Even 14 down, except the clock kept ticking.
And we got one disallowed, and they only showed one replay of it, which I didn't get a proper look at. Was it definitely a no try? They said Drinky's caught an inside shoulder, but it didn't look like Bateman obstructed anyone.
On initial look, I agree. I can't recall him obstructing, but again, you know how they do the inside shoulder and it's got to line up exactly right. I think textbook, it was probably a Shepherd. Obstruction, sorry, Shepherd, old school.
Yeah, they literally showed one crack at it, not like 2 or 3. And then you go, well, hang on, what was actually wrong with that? Because it looked like Bateman was in support. He was still behind the ball runner.
Yep. And
then went to Drinky and but again, I haven't had a chance to look at the replay at all. So.
No, me either. And I was a couple of winter rums deep.
Rums into
it by then. So
I've been drinking Savvy Bees now at the footy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I don't think I'll do it anymore. It is an expensive go. You buy 4 wines, it's $47.
Christ.
Yeah, just worse than UDL.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
How's it go in terms of volume though? Because it's a very small little thing, but I imagine it's got a bit of punch to it.
No, I don't know. And I tried looking at the bottle to say, can I have a look at that? And I could not find the alcohol content, but my eyes, I couldn't read it anyway. The fine print was that low.
Why? What's wrong with your eyes?
Yeah, what do you
I need magnifying glasses to see.
Is that right?
Small fine print. Anything else, that there is not blurry at all. You can read that screen without your specs on.
Okay. All right.
And judge me, you came out of the womb wearing them.
Okay. So anyway, 24
Maybe
points to 6. The Cowboys going down to Manly. We don't have a great record against Manly at home.
Yeah, but you're right. At 6-all, even at 12-6, like we've got points in us, and I don't know. It was just not our night. You know when you go to work and you have when you've left that day, I did not really do much today. I had a shocker. Thank fuck. I thought, let's just call this one in the bag. Someone paid me for today, but let's come back tomorrow stronger and better.
We'll do better the next day. We'll take 2 on this one.
Let's do a redo on this.
Yeah, that's funny.
We all have those days
You do.
every now and then.
It happens from time to time.
Yeah, but we seem to do it a lot against Manly.
Unfortunately, we do.
Manly's such an uninteresting team. I said this to you guys during the game, I think. They're just so uninspiring. Like, who cares? Manly are just blah.
They are
very
I could
blah.
not care less if they were here or there or in the league or not. Like, even other teams like the Dogs, at least if you don't like them, you're still very interesting to you and they make it better, Yeah. But Manly, get stuffed.
Do you think that's a recent thing, or do you think that's happened for a while? Because is it the Seabold effect?
I don't know,
No,
but
I
they
think
are
it's
a
just
blah.
It's just a club.
Okay.
It's just a boring club.
It's the opposite to Broncos.
Boring colours, boring everything. Just a boring club.
The Broncos are a great team to watch because you hate them so much that you want to see them lose. Whoever they play, the other team is basically the Cowboys. You are cheering for them.
In order to have good, you need bad.
You do.
You're right.
Yeah,
Well, you've got to have balance in the force.
It's like Joker
Manly's
and Batman.
Beige. Manly's just brown.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Like, it's so hard to get interested for a Manly game.
Yeah.
Like, we're playing Manly. I'm like, ugh.
You know what was a
They
good thing?
don't exactly give you a horn.
No.
It was fantastic that Manly had the bye for Magic Round.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's a reason for that because no one gives a stuff about Manly.
Yeah, I just want to see. I
Did
want to see Broncos have the bye at Magic Round.
That would be good.
That would be really good.
See the Manly logo there.
Boring.
Now, without sounding like a sexist,
Oof.
but does that?
You're about to kick.
This
I've already
will
been
be
cancelled
good.
for being racist. Now you're.
But does that the top of the hair and how the feathers stuff all come around? Does that just look like a Karen want to talk to the manager hairdo?
A little.
Is it the short bulb or whatever it's called? Yeah.
I can see it. I can see a little bit of that.
And unsurprisingly, that sea eagle is angry.
It sort of has a bit of fog on leg on about it. I say bye.
Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? Yeah. I think we should stick with seagulls. I know it's a different species. As we covered last week.
No, they're all avian. Same.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
That's the second time I think in 2 weeks you've used the word avian on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't think you know.
What's going on here?
I don't think that word means what you think it means. Anyway, 3-2-1s for the Manly game. Pistol, you haven't written them in here, so you're just going to have to wing it.
Honestly, I haven't really done much with the run sheet the
Really?
last 2 weeks. To be
I've noticed.
fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a bit
Busy.
preoccupied, busy.
Busy.
No, but I did have 3 points.
Busy having
for-
one of those shocker days at work.
No, I actually had a pretty
Where you got
good
paid
day
for doing
today. No,
four.
I've been doing good. I actually worked on Saturday as well, stuff. Yeah, so,
right.
and I did a 6K run on Friday night after a full day's work.
Which means nothing in
Yeah,
terms of work, but thanks.
Either way, no, I had R&R for 3 points. The big Reese Robson. He's just the service and the tackling. Like it. It's hard to get up for it because 24-6, and there wasn't really any standout players. We didn't make many line breaks. It wasn't, but Reese was just solid. 2 points I had for the great Englishman, Bateman.
Of course you do.
No, but he was creating line runs, and so was Nanai as well. But Nanai had a couple of lapses there, but Nanai's arrows and running game, like watching him front on coming to our end, you could see shape and stuff happening. He was good, but Bateman was just that tiny bit better. And one was McIntyre, just beast mode.
Yeah, right. Well, thanks for that.
Mm.
Good research. I gave 3 points to Reese Robson as well. Dummy half runs, 47 tackles. There's a reason he is the New South Wales number 9.
Yeah, and congrats to him.
Yeah, like it's great, but it sucks. It's great for him.
Yeah,
And, you know, we've always supported one of our own until he goes off to the Roosters.
yeah, but you know what? We've still got him for the rest of this year.
That's
And
right.
If you plan rep footy, regardless if you win or lose, you're coming back to a club to build it up.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, for the same reasons you said, those dummy half runs he had, that really helped us. I know we didn't end up doing much with him after that, but, you know, that's what he was. That's what he's there for.
We had our chances. We definitely lacked a rudder on the ship.
There was a lack of polish overall.
Yeah. Like, does Cliffo change that because he can steer it and that's Deard and do things? Looking at it front on, it was just Deard and Drinky. Purdy didn't really put his hand up to get his hands on the ball much at all.
No, I didn't really see too much involvement from
Yeah.
Andrew at the time. But I mean,
First game in the halves.
That's right.
And are you getting overcalled? Who knows?
who knows? 2 points I gave to Jeremiah Nanai. He is in sizzling form, hence also making the Queensland Maroons squad. Always bends the line. That's what I like about him. He's back in scintillating form. Was he in the New South Wales squad last year?
Queensland squad.
Sorry, Queensland squad last
Yeah,
year.
he was.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I thought he missed out on a year there.
No, he played. He definitely was in game 3.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if he.
Maybe
I'm sure he played game 1 and 2.
Okay. Just because I know he was a bit out of form playing for Cowboys last year.
Yeah.
I couldn't
He
remember.
definitely was in game 3 because I was watching that at the Catherine Hotel and he was definitely in that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Was that a famous night?
That was surprisingly out of a percentage of 1 to 100%, depending on the crowd, 50 plus.
Yeah.
85% pro Blues crowd in the territory.
That's
It
weird.
was scary wearing a Maroons jersey.
It would be up there.
Were you able to walk, or did you have a busted MCL at this time?
No, I was good.
Okay.
Yeah, because this was around the June period. It was the decider.
Just wasn't too sure
No.
whether or not you fell into a
No,
hole.
I was
'cause
good.
you
No,
weren't
I
wearing any
fell in the
glasses.
hole on St. Paddy's Day weekend stuff. You had 3 months of rehab.
Okay. All right. 1
I
point.
could outrun you any day.
Yeah, I'm sure. 1 point for Sammy McIntyre, who is just a workhorse for the Cowboys. Morgan.
Yeah, look, I've gone a little different to you guys a little bit.
Yeah, it's not too.
I like to do different things my own way. I see some different things in the game. I went 3 points to Robertson, so I'm copying you guys on that.
Especially with those glasses, you'd see plenty.
I'm spotting raccoons, Pete. I'm spotting raccoons. Robson, I think, as usual, good game. Put the team on his shoulders and burrowed forward like a little koala. Probably not a koala, maybe more of a wombat.
Yeah, koalas don't burrow.
His name should be a wombat. 2 points. I went. Oh, okay. So I've moved mine around a little bit. You see on the run sheet, I've reordered it.
There we
2,
go.
I've gone Big Jordan McLean. I think
Yeah.
I have underappreciated what he brings to the team for a while. So I'm really focusing on the forwards and the pack and seeing what Big Geordie's doing. And he's as you guys say, bending the line. I think he's out front leading the charge. 1 point. I'm going Derby. I reckon after last week, it would have been very easy for him to really struggle to back it up. But I think he played well. And, yeah.
No, keep going.
And I think that he's going to get better from here after taking some lessons.
They peppered him all night as well, and he did not shy away.
Yeah, I think he stood up and really bounced back. Maybe he didn't have an outstanding game, like I think he had a few weeks before. He had a couple of amazing games in a row, but he didn't shrink back down and he accepted the challenge and he just went forward. And I think it's fantastic to show that he's, he didn't get demotivated and he didn't get his head about the last week.
Oh, I think
it'd be very easy about to happen.
I think it was a great effort given the week before.
Yep, exactly. And I've gone 2 honourable mentions. I've gone Bateman and Purdue. Bateman, I think, had probably one of his best games for us.
Yeah, see?
I think he's really stepped up. I wouldn't say he's not about to, be in an Origin team. Probably not because of
Probably
he's
not for
from
that
England.
reason.
Probably.
But I
Probably
think he,
Impossible, actually, for him to play Origin.
you could do some paperwork and some forms. I mean, they get a few other overseas players into the teams. But no, so I think he's stepped up. And I went Purdue too. I reckon Purdue had a pretty good game. And my boy Labert, I think he's coming good.
I'm pretty sure Bradford is in Queensland.
Bradford.
Yeah, we can make it work.
Yeah, it's at the back of Winton.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Channel Country.
It's out in McKinley.
The only thing with Bateman is he needs to put his foam padded hat back on.
Yeah, we need a foam padded hat.
We need a foam padded hat.
We need an FPH.
Yeah.
Bring back your FPH.
I've always said a good club leads an FPH.
And
You have always said that.
Maybe just quietly, maybe just get a little spray tan during the week. Go see Dulcie at Speedy Spray Tan
I'm surprised he hasn't tanned at all,
because he is glowing.
doesn't he?
The poor kid.
Yeah.
He must be in all sorts of pain. If we had a day game, I don't know if he'd get on the park.
Well, I think the next game's at like 5:30.
So going
Yeah.
back to before, were you asking about the obstruction penalty? Do you just want to watch
Yeah,
it?
I do.
Sure, let's have a
actually.
quick look at this one. This will look good on radio.
Can we narrate it? You guys boys narrate it?
Oh, McLean's tackled 3-man in the tackle. 22 out from the line.
Man.
Plays it back to Robson.
Bravo.
Robson on to
Sam.
McIntyre.
Good hair.
Purdue. There's Bateman.
Oh, God, he's bright.
Takes it to the 10.
Stands out.
No, that's it.
What?
Oh, sorry. No, next play.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
Then it comes back his way now, I think.
It must do.
God, Manly.
I thought
boring.
it was on the 5th that it happened.
I might have rewound a little bit too far.
That
Just
was
for
fine.
YouTube, I just tried to put it on the screen, but
Oh.
it's not coming up. So.
Bateman just burrowing in. Maybe he should be the wombat.
Yeah, I thought it was on the 5th tackle, so it could be this set here, this play here.
All right, McIntyre takes it 7 metres out from the line.
Robbo steps up. Robbo.
Robson.
Oh,
Oh,
it's messy.
Oh, that's... I don't know. That's a lot to...
that's a lot.
That's a lot to deny.
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that play.
Like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
but Brooks...
Brooks sells it
But he still
and,
gets...
and then overruns him.
Yeah, he still gets to him. Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, I don't think so. I think at the time I was very cranky.
And Bateman wasn't a lead runner. He was still a support play.
Yeah. It's just, who was in the bunker? I
Who
can't remember.
knows?
I don't know. Shocking calls lately. But anyway, can we move on from that game because it was depressing. And like I said, it made me cranky. I had to close
Yeah.
the door, Carsten.
That would have been 12 all at that
Yep.
that time. And
Yep.
anything happens after that.
There you go.
Oh, Ash.
Blimey.
Klein!
Yeah, look, I could see in a way why, but
Yeah.
not really.
No.
Not when Brooks still got well and truly there. He just overruns Purdue.
That's the thing where obstruction They don't get the feel for the game.
Yeah.
Like you had Brooks and the other guy who was there, I forget who it was. Both of them overran the play.
Yeah.
And then it was just because I think Drinky ran back on the inside, or whoever it was, ran back on the inside. If they had just run straight, it probably wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah.
But because they ran back on the inside where the gap was created, even though Brooks ran so, anyway, I think they got it wrong.
Yeah.
So just one more thing that I saw from that game was when Olakawatu kicked Tulagi in the face. What do you think of that?
Yeah, karate kick.
Yeah. And he didn't get
And
sent off or nothing.
He didn't get binned. That should have been binned.
Yeah, because I just watched that again when I was finding that replay before. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Is that where he lashed out?
Yeah,
You're not supposed to lash out with your
He
feet.
donkey kicked Talangi straight to the face.
Yeah.
And stayed on the field. That should have been 10 straight up.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what happened because I think he got put on report and then that was it.
Nothing will come of it.
Yeah, you go on report 59-19.
Yeah. Yay. And what?
And-
See, that doesn't help anybody.
Yeah,
And
No.
the potential injury to a player, like I don't think Delaney was fine.
Yeah,
Did he get
yeah.
a HIA for that?
no, I don't think he got a HIA, but you could definitely. He had tears in his eyes.
He had a
like
red eye.
Yeah.
it flogged him in the face. Like it'd be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you want to get kicked in the head. That's how
I definitely would have cried for the record.
All right, let's move on from that game because, like I said, pretty depressing. There is no game to review this week, but the one other game that was on Thursday night,
Yeah.
Blues women getting up over the Maroons.
I did tell you Tamika Upton anytime.
Yeah, and scored first.
Mm.
And then just, I don't know what happened to Queensland after that. Just went to custard.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No. But good on New South Wales. I think that's that first series win.
It is.
It is, yeah.
So we needed to. It needed to happen eventually, or it would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't. Look, you can't win every one, I guess, but
I like it when it's even, but I don't think we've been in the contest this year.
no, we've definitely a lot of soul searching for next
Yeah. Comparing to the game that I went to here last year, like it was like chalk and cheese. Like
Yeah. No, this was the Blues have really, and I think whether it was the camp they had beforehand, they've really,
year. Yeah, they had like
Stepped
a
up.
6-week camp or
yeah,
something.
they have stepped up big time.
Yeah.
So, but good on them. Anyway, 26 points to 6, and the rain. Holy.
Yeah.
oh, it wasn't it piercing down.
Just
And
the puddles.
Allianz Stadium goes to shit again.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But you see it
Yeah.
pisses down at Suncorp and it just drains.
Yeah, it was the same thing. I think it was last year. It was the Roosters versus the Eels at Allianz, and the same thing happened. I think they got a lot of rain, but it just turned the whole thing into a park footy field. Like it was just, it was awesome for the spectator because it's
I like to see those games occasionally, not
Yeah.
necessarily or even in State of Origin, so long as it's close. But I think it makes for an interesting game. Like it changes it up.
Well, I was sitting in ER that night, so that made it a bit more interesting for me.
That would have made it very interesting.
Wasn't for me. So
Oh,
it was
okay,
like,
right. Yeah, fair enough. You survived, clearly. But
Just.
yeah. So anyway, the Blues women take that one away, and they take away the series. I think there's still a game 3, obviously. No one likes a dead rubber, do they?
Plenty of pride to play for. No such thing as a dead rubber in Origin.
Well, this is true. We do say this. When is that? That's the 29th of May, that one. That's
Day after the
Yeah, okay. Yep, very good.
just on the weekend.
Up in Newey.
Weekend gone. I know we have Thursday night footy, and it's not too bad. But you got 2 games Friday. Can we go back to 1 game Friday and have 3 on Sunday? How good was Sunday? 3 games Sunday instead of just normally 2.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I liked that.
yeah. Can we sacrifice a double Friday until Perth Bears come along,
Oh yeah. I'm all
and then
for it.
you'll have then at least we'll have that 9th game, so you could go back to 2 Friday, 1 Thursday.
Just don't go Monday night.
No,
footy.
please don't go Monday night. Monday night was good in a way
No.
until your team's playing in the Monday night game.
Even so, I never liked it
No,
at any point. It's an American thing.
yeah. But then if you do have Monday and Thursday, you only got Tuesday, Wednesday off.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But no, that 3 game Sunday was fantastic.
So what are we going to do when the Perth Bears are in? Is it going to be 3 Sunday, 3 Saturday, 2 Friday,
1 Thursday.
1 Thursday?
That's probably not the worst idea.
I'll put my hand up. I like a Thursday night game.
The Thursday, it is good.
I don't mind it.
I like it.
I don't hate it.
It's good to get yourself into.
Yeah.
It means the weekend's nearly here, and you can and you can sort of almost get yourself ready for it. Like that's the way I look at it anyway.
Yeah.
The only
But
part that
also-
sucks is when your team plays and if they lose.
No, see, I like it because if you got stuff Friday night, Saturday night, if you're busy, you know, I'm not. It's not me. I'm not very social. Don't like people, but it gives you a chance to have a nice, night in. You don't have anywhere to be.
Yeah,
You
because
can
you're
watch
not
the game.
normally going out. You're
Yeah.
not having a rip
Yep.
on a Thursday night.
Yep, exactly right. So, like, it's just a nice, quiet night in, and you can watch it without any other commitments.
Yeah. The 2 games Friday is good, but I could easily just have 1 Friday and 3 Sunday.
Again, it sucks if it's your team playing the early game
Yeah, yeah.
because, I mean,
Notice,
then you go
notice
into,
the
if it's a
Fri-
home game, you go into town afterwards.
Notice the Friday night Broncos never play the early one, though.
No, of course not.
No way.
No, because you're not going to get
You can't get everyone there. So you got to sacrifice.
You could,
like,
though.
But a 6 p.m., even a Townsville 6 p.m. game, it's hard to get to on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
If you live out of Kerwin,
yeah.
are you out in
And,
Burdell?
and you work till, say, 3:30 even, 4 maybe.
Traffic's a nightmare out there. You get home, get ready, get changed, have a shower, and come back in. You got Buckley's making that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
True.
Yeah. Scrap the 6 p.m. Friday and just have 3 Sunday.
This
that
is
was
why
fantastic.
We need
Yeah,
a
but
monorail.
Again, it's going to rear up again come Bears time.
Yeah, so when Bears come in, go back to 2 Fridays
Okay,
and
right.
have your 3 and 3 Saturday, Sunday.
What if the Bears you're playing in Perth, but it has to fit the 5:30 East Coast time slot?
Yeah, so when are they playing?
So they've got to play at
Early are they?
3:30 on
On
local time.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to suck.
I'd imagine they wouldn't get too many Friday nights games. No dissimilar to the Wars don't get many home Fridays.
Mm.
Yeah, for similar reasons, because it'd be bloody late over
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, they'd have to kick off the 8 o'clock game here. They'd be kicking off at 10.
Oh,
And in
Jesus.
daylight savings, it would be 11.
Oh, no. Do they? They don't play too many Friday night games,
No,
do they?
That's why.
Do they play Saturday night? Though?
Yeah, they're usually the 5:30 p.m.
I was gonna
Saturday,
say, yeah.
so it's a 7:30 Saturday for them.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. No,
And
that's
if
that's
they're-
fair enough.
And if they're playing Sunday, they'll have the Channel 9 game,
Hmm.
but it'll be still 6 p.m. over there.
That's okay.
Oh no, they can get the 2 p.m. game here because it'll be 4 p.m. their time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I don't
Yeah.
mind that.
Yeah,
I don't mind teams having a certain time slot if it's because they are in a different time zone. It's when a team always gets a certain time slot. And we all know who I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely zero reason.
just because it's
Except
a rating
ratings.
revenue. Yeah,
The reason they have the ratings is because they're always on that fucking time.
yeah. You can play any team on that
Yeah.
night.
You could, and you'll get the ratings.
You will still get people eyeballing in.
Not Manly.
Not Manly.
No, well, I mean, they're average. We've already covered that.
Yeah.
They're just meh.
Meh.
Anyway. Well, you know what it's time for?
Oh, you guys got one. You just cooked one up?
No.
No.
We
Have you
haven't.
cooked one up?
Oh, yeah, I'll have a crack.
It's interesting the teams that lost in our multi.
Isn't it?
It was the Queensland teams that let us
the
down.
RM multi go?
Well, the
this
Cowboys
week?
and the Lions were the two that let us down.
The two homegrown.
Yes, and the Luke Littlers of the world and the Hurricanes of the world, they came home strong.
You've had a pretty average last couple of weeks, Peter, I have to say. You've had a draw and a draw in the two codes, and then you've had a loss and a loss in games that really they should have won.
I'm aware.
So how exactly did the Lions lose to Melbourne?
Yes.
Sorry, Nam.
It's sort of like the Rick Disnick. Did we just blow a shoe like everyone thought, or did you just fuck up?
I mean-
no, Daryl, we just fucked up.
Melbourne's a mess. And the Lions went down. They got cooked.
Meanwhile, our team's won.
Luke Littler, Hurricanes.
West Coast?
West Coast.
Did you know
West Coast
the
wasn't in
only
our
Who
multi.
else did we have?
No, we didn't have. We had Hurricanes, Bulldogs, Raiders.
Bulldogs smashed Essendon by like 120 points.
No,
or
no,
something.
we had Canterbury Bulldogs.
Oh, sorry, wrong Bulldog. Wrong Bulldogs. I got excited there for a
Yeah,
second.
Canterbury we had.
Yeah, well, they won too.
Yeah, that's right. And the Raiders up over the Titans. But
Yeah, go Green Machine.
the shortest, well, second shortest leg, the Lions, and the longest leg, the Cowboys, failing in.
Which I
two
believe
legs.
Pistol said the Lions are shoe-ins, I'm pretty sure, when we sat at this table.
Lions were shoe-ins.
Yeah.
They
so-
were.
Lions were shoe-ins.
No longer.
No, that was
Anyway,
highly disappointing.
wasn't it?
But look, we ride again. So
What do you got for us? How did your wheels go last week? You had all pluses and
yeah,
minuses.
I was good until Roosters lost by 4. That Mark try stuffed the line.
You also had Cowboys -2.5.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Just quietly, Luke Littler's back.
And also had the Storm by a plus, and they didn't do anything. And
No, Storm -3.5.
Luke Littler's paying $1.22s.
Do it. Put it in.
Put it in. He's against Stephen Bunting, who's pretty good, but I think Stephen Bunting's the guy who comes out to the Rihanna song. And he's
Luke,
amping
didn't
the
you-
crowd up. Have you seen? I sent that video into the chat.
Did you?
Yeah,
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I didn't see
He
it.
walks out to like Titanium by Rihanna, and it's like, you know, about one of those songs. And
Yeah.
he's
Titanium
amping the
by
crowd
Sia.
up. But yeah, he's doing these ones, and he's just playing up to a crowd. He's like a 40-year-old man.
He's going to get
$1.22 for him. That's long compared to the last
Yeah,
weeks, haven't
that's
it?
right.
It's been like $1.00 something, right?
Yeah, it's good value.
yeah, but he's playing someone at 375, so it's a shoe in. All right, we'll put Luke the Nuke in. We're just going to go.
Yeah, baby.
I'm all at sea on this one. I've gone all head to head. I've gone Dolphins over the Bulldogs just because of origin and injuries to the Dogs. There's a few out. Crichton will be a big loss for the Dogs this week. The Dolphins lose Gilbert and Hammer, but I think they'll have
Oh,
the
dude.
stock to.
For reals? For realsies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gilbert's done his peck.
Yeah,
Again.
No, not bad. You think they're going to beat the
I think
Dogs
Dolphins
and
will.
have lost Gilbert and Hammer?
yeah, but the Dogs have also lost a few to origin.
Yeah, I know that, but like Hammer and Gilbert are the Dolphins.
No, they're not. No, they got plenty. They got Herbie there.
Kind of are.
They got Herbie and Bostock
Kind of
and
are.
Jermaine and
Yeah, you're not
Katoa,
selling me. All right, well,
JMK.
That's paying $3.35.
I might just forget to
Yep.
put money on this
I've
one.
gone Eels over Manly.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Eels are back. No, they're good.
yeah. Okay, carry on.
Yep.
I feel ill.
This is your multi.
This is Origin round. Don't look at what's happened.
Okay.
Origin footy.
All right.
Manly don't have DCE. They don't have Ola Kawatu.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't have a team. Penrith over the Knights, even though they're going to be missing. Knights, I'd rather put my money on a 3-legged rocking horse to win the Everest than
Well, no
bet on
Ponga.
the Knights. And no Ponga.
No problem.
I've gone Sharks over the Roosters. Wars over the Raiders, it's a tough one, but we've done that. Lions over Hawks. Lions will bounce back.
Whoa.
Mark my words.
Whoa.
The Suns to beat St Kilda. And my boy, the great dartsman, Luke the Nuke Littler.
Yeah, boy.
That's
Luke the
paying,
Nuke.
that's paying $164.71. $20 on it. Always power played $3,294.38.
Is that 164 power played?
Yes.
Yeah, good. I've got that too. 164.71.
You know what? I've power played it. I got 154.
Can I just run this through? Luke Littler, Dolphins, Eels, Panthers, Sharks, Wars, Suns, Lions.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, we're going on now for $20.
Done. I love it.
This is a waste of
This is
It's a waste of money.
this is getting up. That's
It's
what
done.
this is doing.
It's done.
It's done.
Let's throw this over my shoulder.
The last couple of weeks of our good winnings is just getting eroded into.
Yeah, I'm glad we got some good coin under our belts, Rob, because it's about to get
You're about
whittled
to-
away.
You're about to get $6 shy of $3,300, my
We'll see.
friend.
Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see.
You imagine if Luke Littler's the one that loses
Oh,
and
no.
everything else comes through, I'll give up. I'll walk away.
I would too. Anyway, that's brought to us by Fusion Networks. If you need your glitches in your switches or your Microsoft 365.
365, or if you're interested in maybe a bit of NBN, we'll hook you up some NBN. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got a connection done in under half an hour the other day on NBN.
Jesus.
From when we submitted it
Yep.
to the activation email,
Yep.
within 30 minutes.
That is very quick.
It's speedy.
I'm going to have to talk to you about that again because I was looking to change again. So
Oh,
I know I
think-
spoke
think-
to you like 2 years
think-
ago about this.
I mean, I know where you live. I think it might take 2 or 3 weeks. No, come see me after. Come see me in the sheds after.
Will do in the sheds.
In the sheds.
Well, that's ominous. I'm not going anywhere near you in a shed, put it that way. Tipping comps at footytips.com.au. And in the main competition, the leader of the main comp has used all 3 jokers.
Oh, he has he?
He's ahead. BJK 1984.0459 is leading the comp on 61 points.
I've got breaking news.
Okay.
I just cashed out a multi.
Got $9.64 back.
Yeah, pretty much.
So 61 points and leading the competition. In second place is Kirky on 60.
And he's used 2, has
He's
he?
used 2. Pistol Lover 997's on 59 points. Only used 1 joker so far. Sweeney on the wing, also on 59 points, has used 2.
Ooh.
Golden Point Sucks has used 1 joker, used it this round, now on 58. Now on 57 points, we've got Townsville Man, Cal, and Pistol Blazing 2 guns.
Hey, pew, 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 pew.
Shows you as 8th if you include the margin, which is pretty accurate.
Is this the main comp?
This is the main comp.
And he's 8th.
He's currently 8th.
Oh, man.
Outright 8th.
In 9th place on 56 points. There's actually 9th, 10th, and 11th are on 56 points. So in 9th, they're calling themselves Blueslander.
Come on, that's taking the piss.
That is taking the piss. And I did a little research here. Blueslander, we'll just call him Eddie.
Oh, that makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah. And,
Sell out.
Oh.
Sell out.
Mr. Hewitt. And
And he's used 2 jokes.
used 2 jokers.
What a noob.
Suck it. Right behind him, Reggie Bacon. And then in 11th spot, also on 56 points, used a joker last week, Sex McIntyre.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeesh.
I like it a lot, Richie.
Yeah, I like it a lot. In 17th spot, 53 points, the Potato, yet to use a joker.
Oh, when will the
That
potato
is
joker
going
up?
good.
I'm not sure.
Does the potato win the comp?
The Potato can win the comp.
Potato's right up there.
The Potato gets to wear
Yeah.
a jersey.
Yeah. That is extraordinary.
That is. In 28th spot, rocketing up the charts. I was on page 2 like
Wow.
3 weeks ago.
Oh,
No jokers.
I'm now on 51 points. I've not used a joker yet. It's got 6 on that weekend.
Wow. I mean, that's
what did you drop?
rocket.
I can't remember. But
Cows and Storm?
Cows and Storm, I think. Yeah. Got all the others. Tip Dragons against Broncos.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, how good was that?
That was
Oh,
fucking amazing.
that was nervy.
I was running.
with Reynolds with the ball on the last play. And you go, don't let the Broncos win from here. Come on. And then he just gets knocked on and like, oh, you want to challenge it?
Couldn't do it. In 71st spot, Cowboy Chicken.
Hey, I'm a page 2 boy now.
You are a page 2 boy.
Oh.
47 points. And
Where's
then we're getting there.
Really?
Yeah.
Is you gone for a slide?
46
It's
points.
not my best effort.
In
ever.
83rd, Fusion Morgan.
Oh, are you a page 2 boy?
And normally I can complain about the app jiffing me, but this time I've just sucked.
Tail End Charlie.
Yep. Running up the back as usual.
Yes.
Coming up the tail.
Fucking it off from
Jesus,
behind you are.
Morgan. Oh, you are atrocious. That's
Yeah.
horrendous.
That is horrendous.
And they haven't been terrible. I mean, a couple of threes haven't helped me. A 2 is a killer.
Yeah.
You started off strong with a 6.
6-4-5. 6-4-5 is a good start, and then a 6. It's like my putting. You get
went
one blowout and it's all
6,
over.
4, 5, 2, 6, 5. Oh, the threes and 4s are.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you thinking? Talk us through it. What went wrong?
I think I tipped the Cowboys, didn't
Over on the Patreon tipping comp, leading that on 57 points. Very clear leader here.
It's insurmountable. To
It's
be
not
honest.
insurmountable. It's only round 11. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's Pistol Blazing 2 guns.
on the ladder.
Yeah,
on
just,
the on the subscribe.
right
Look
out-
at this.
4 points behind. Now, they've only used 1 joker each here, but Swiss Cowboy is in second place.
Yeah, 4 points behind.
Just
He
4
can get
points
you.
behind.
He can
Yeah.
get you.
He's on
He ain't
53.
gonna do shit, Carsten.
On 51 points, having not used a joker yet, yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just watch out, boy. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Also on 51,
You should use it this week.
nah, Sugar Glider. Yeah, right. Good on you. Sugar Glider and Valentine fly homes in 4th and 5th spot there. So, look, it's tight for the top. I'm coming for you, boy.
Nah,
Coming
bring it.
for you.
Don't sing it, bring it.
If it had been this week, if I had used it, I'd be equal with you.
Yeah, well, you didn't. And so if you only had balls, she'd be your uncle as well.
I reckon.
That's how far I am behind.
I reckon if you do the handicapping based on jokers, I reckon I'm easily top 5.
Yeah, but you're where are you? 14th.
I'm 14th. I've got a run in me yet. Don't worry.
You're on
I've got
46.
jokers up my sleeve.
If I used my joker on that round, I got 7. I'd be miles more ahead
You're
of you.
11 points behind Pistol.
Yeah, my powder's dry. Don't worry about that.
You got
I have
no
one good round
chance.
of a joker and I'm 1.
Do you want to bet another 100 on this one?
Not particularly. Not
Well,
particularly.
you got to pay off the last one first.
No,
Yeah, I'm
sort
going
of-
into a payment
he's-
plan on
He's
that.
sort of paying it off as he goes. He's
Oh.
giving me his tickets the last 2 weeks.
No, okay. fair
Yeah,
enough.
pretty much.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Well,
all
there's
right.
no Duffy Down, so where am I going to go? Have you actually gone checked the seats out? Have you actually bothered to
No.
look where the seats are? They're good seats,
I
Pete.
just-
You should go have a look at the
I
seats.
just can't stand behind the post
They're
now.
legitimately good seats. Like, go check them out
All
next
right, I'll
time.
check him out if I get
Yeah, check
another
him out.
call up
Look,
to it.
anywhere in that stadium is beautiful to watch a game.
Yeah.
It is.
So it doesn't matter where you stand or sit.
Mm.
It's all amazing. Thursday the 22nd kicks off round 12. This one's 7:50 p.m. Accor Stadium. The Bulldogs are $1.35. The Dolphins are $3.20. And yeah, you heard right. Pistol put him in his multi. So you're going to go the Dolphins, clearly. Pistol.
I'm definitely on the Dolphs by 6.
Dolphins by 6. I'm going to go the Dogs by 4. I think it might be close.
This
The
is how
Potato.
I extend my lead.
Yeah, right. Potato has gone the Dolphins. Morgan.
Doggies by 4. No, let's go doggies by 6.
Okay, Bill.
Fins up.
Fins.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that shut him up.
All right, Friday the 23rd, 8 p.m. Combank, Eels, $2.70, Manly, $1.47, Peter.
I've always said this, that any visiting team that comes to Townsville, regardless of if they win or lose, when they go back, they don't play that well the following week. And now Manly's going to be without Jake. They're going to be without Tom. They're going to be without Hamole. They're going to be without DCE. Give me the Eels, baby.
Rightio. I, too, am going to go the Eels. The Potato has also gone the Eels. Morgan.
Yeah, I'm going to Eels too, but I think they're a crappy team, but they'll get it this week.
They're missing Mitch Moses as well. So
Yeah, but
I haven't looked.
they've been missing him all year long anyway, and they've been sort of there or thereabouts.
yeah, fair enough.
Origin doesn't make crap teams worse, but they make good teams worse.
Yeah,
And they don't make crap teams better.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take that to the bank.
Yeah.
But it gives
That's a
gives
Chinese
youngsters a crack.
Yeah, it gives the young ones a crack. That's a Chinese proverb.
Yeah. Look
Origin
the young
does
ones
not make.
crack.
Yeah, that. No, the Origin one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bill.
Well, yeah, Pistols talked me into it. Give me the Eels.
Oh, don't let me talk
He
you
took
down.
me into it
It's
too.
a sure, it's a sure thing.
I had Manly before.
Saturday, 24th, 5:30 p.m. Carrington Park. Is
Ooh.
that where's
Rocky?
that? Is that the
No.
Is that's not up near Bathurst or something? Is it out at Orange?
Yeah, I reckon it's Bathurst. Can we have a quick Google? Carrington Park?
Quick Google of Carrington Park. But
I
the
reckon you nailed it on Bathurst.
Panthers are $1.40. The Knights are $2.95. Peter,
Correct.
Bathurst,
there we
baby.
go. Bathurst, New South Wales.
11,500.
Penrith always show good form out at Bathurst. Now they will be without a few, but like I said earlier in the multi, like Knights without Ponga, and Knights just generally are not good. I think the Panthers under 13s could go out and beat the Knights. Give us pennies.
No worries. I'm going the Panthers. I think Ivan Cleary beats AOB any time of the day.
Yeah, ditto what Pete
Almost
said.
anywhere. The Potato has gone the Panthers. Morgan.
Panthers for me, please, in Bathurst.
Bill.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be pretty cold out there. I reckon nice thick coat of a Panther will be the one that you want.
Oh, yeah, I like your thinking. Even though the Knights have got big, solid metal
Yeah,
armor.
metal that just gets
Yeah.
the temperature goes straight through it, and then you just got cold metal on your skin.
Not if they got thermals underneath.
Do you know what you call a knight?
Oh, here we
And
go.
Novocastrian.
Rusty.
Saturday the 24th, 7:35 p.m. I have no location for this game on the footy tipping app, so I've got no idea where this one is. But the Roosters are $3.05. The Sharks are $1.38. It's probably at a core, unless they're going to play somewhere else.
Could be at
We don't
Amy.
actually know. Could be at Amy.
Oh, could be one in Darwin, maybe.
No, why would they go to Darwin?
Why not?
Industry Group Stadium
Gosford.
on the
Gosford.
Central
Oh, it's
Coast.
the old
It's-
Central Coast. Roosters don't go well there.
It's rural
No, they
round.
do not.
Peter.
Yeah, I've gone Sharks. I don't think that they're hit by anyone. They got Nico, they got Braden Trindle,
Yeah, okay.
they got McInnes.
I think they'll be fine.
Roosters will be missing Lindsay Collins, Angus Crichton, Connor Watson.
Mm.
Yeah, give me the Sharks.
Yeah, I'm going the Sharks as well. Potatoes gone the Sharks. Morgan.
Sharks, 100%.
Bill.
Sharks.
Easy. Sunday the 25th. Go Media Stadium. Pretty sure that one's in New Zealand. It's the Wars at $1.73 up against the Raiders at $2.05. This is a tough one for Peter.
Pistol Cup.
this is a toughie.
Now it's 4:05 our time, so it's like 6 p.m. over there.
Yeah. Look, the Wars lose Barnett, but the Raiders lose Huddy Young.
Ooh.
And Huddy Young has been good. I'm going the Wars. They're in the multi.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Wars as well. The Potato has also gone the Wars.
Can you tip a draw in this game? Just two teams to have a fun time.
Fun,
A
that's
real
not fun
slobber
time.
knocker.
A real,
Knocker.
real good one, this one.
Morgan
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm going to Warriors.
and Bill.
Yeah, up the Wars.
Very good. And that is the round because the buys are the Broncos, the Dragons, the Storm, the Cowboys, the Rabbits, the Titans, and the Tigers.
I'm going Joker this round.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, it should. This is how you
good.
catch it.
Touch it out.
I reckon 4 of my Supercoach players are playing this week.
Yeah, I don't even want to look. But it's gone to absolute hell as usual. The old Supercoach. But that's tipping for this round, and that's us.
You have that question last week?
Yeah,
I feel like
They don't change it.
come on,
the old
Dord.
DoorDash.
Mexican, fried
Mexican
chicken.
versus fried chicken. We always go Mexican.
the old classic.
You know what? I'm mixing it up this week. I'm going fried chicken this week
The old
because I had
zinger.
Mexican the last 3
Yeah,
weeks.
that's
in a row.
right. Yeah.
I wanted some fried chicken.
Yeah, but don't you get into the mood of a normal Friday night Mexican night now?
No.
Like your body's conditioned to Friday night
No,
Mexican?
no, mixing it up. I like my bones in too. Thanks.
Your bones in.
I like my bones in.
No, I'm not a
Till
bone
the
guy.
end. Till the end.
Do you steep your bone?
Yeah,
You boner.
I leave it in there for a
all
good 3 to
right.
5 minutes. That's optimistic.
Just a real good
Tell you
soaking.
now. 3 to 5 minutes.
Rob used to be a butcher, Morgie. He used to bone sheep as well.
My my other half is into the. Have you seen the Mum Talk, the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
No.
A lot of
Did you say
soaking.
the secret
Mum
life
talk.
of Mormon wives?
Ask your wives. A lot of soaking chat in that show, by the way.
Soaking. This is the
yes.
Mormon ritual of
Yes.
no thrusting.
Uh-huh.
And you've got to have a third person jumping on the bed.
Yes, the old jumper. Pete's a bed jumper.
Waterbed, mate.
Water bed.
Is that one step up from cuck?
We all had that one friend who had a water bed. And
Yeah.
we're thinking of the same guy?
Get on the waterbed.
Yeah, be crisp.
Who the hell has a... Okay, yep, all
He
right.
had a
I
water
heard
bed.
that. Yep, no, that's all good.
Shout
all right.
out, shout out, Brendan.
Yeah, I think he heard it. That's us for the week.
Oh, that's
We need to wrap it up after that little discussion, I
I
think.
was ready
That's-
to keep chatting.
That just went poorly. It just went south. On the Ranch NQ on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, I believe.
Yeah, YouTube for sure.
Always on the tube.
Always on the tube, and you can see these lovely faces. Like, share, subscribe, those ones. You can find me at XRBob on all of the socials, except Mum Talk. I don't know what the hell that is.
Mormon Wives Talk. TikTok.
Mormon Wives Talk.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you will. Pistol at the On The Spot Facebook page.
Yeah, no
you
real.
do one this week?
No
Nah.
real need to do one this week
Not
either.
this
I
week.
might get something done for Origin. I don't know.
You got to do one for Origin. What are you talking about?
Baker and
Might.
Bowen,
You'll get something up for Origin. that's
emblem
for
on
sure.
the chest, that sort of shit.
Can we have some new cities though? Barcaldine, Winton,
Okay.
Charleville, Bowen,
It's the
all
same-
out.
It's the same
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So new ones.
Yeah.
New one.
All right,
Don't rattle them off now.
No, no.
You
Save
give
'em.
me some, and I'll
give
make
you a
it
list.
work. Yeah, you give me
Yes.
a list.
Done.
Yes, we'll make a list
We'll
for
make
you.
a list.
Yep.
Thanks, Billy, for making us look good. Look at this. No filters.
Fast land of fire.
I look forward to whatever that ends up being.
Yeah, probably just a zoom in.
Yeah, tight zoom.
And all thanks to Morgan Holmes Evans and Fusion Networks.
Thank you, everyone. Here all night.
Thanks to Molly's. Thanks to YesPF. Follow us on Facebook. Send us a message on SpeakPipe.
Yeah, get
Definitely
a speak pipe. We need speak pipes.
We need more speaking
Speak
in our
pipe
pipe.
the crap out of us.
Speak to our pipes.
Dial in.
If you're sitting there listening to this, hit pause and send in a speak pipe, and then hit play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Although you're
matter
at the
where
end
you
anyway,
are.
so you might as well finish it off.
Well, it's up to you.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good bye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the bye.
Yeah, that's good from you, Rob.
Sounds like it's unusual.